Why, hello everybody, welcome. My name is Rubydung. Welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the iron farm. That is because I've been working with this villager, the one right behind me, the one on the right side of my head here. I have been working to get him all maxed out here. Had to go through quite a few interesting trades in order to get there, but the last trade, I think I finally got to it, as you can see, is an apple trade, which is actually pretty nice because that means I can exchange one emerald for a whole bunch of apples, and I can do that trade a few times, as you can see here. But the more important thing about this is that now I can begin trading things like wheat and wool to him and not have to worry about getting hooked up on certain trades. The two of note, the two worst possible, well, three worst possible ones that I could have ran into is the shears one, which 3 emeralds for a shear. That would have taken a lot of my emeralds just to reset it every time. The flint steel one, the exact same reason. And finally would have been the fish one, which I had to do 3 times in order to unlock this trade, and I almost lost my mind. God dang, is fishing so bad in this game. The fish itself isn't even that good of a food source. It is wildly inconsistent in it being able to actually work, it feels like. So, man, anyone who uses fish as their primary food source is a nut job, I'm just gonna say. Because the brain power it takes to even do fishing is so not worth it. But, with that said, I finally got this guy fully maxed out, and I was trading with him quite a bit here, enough to get myself half a stack of emeralds, plus some, and I spent that plus some here on this guy all the way down here. I was about to even swing my fist to gesture, which I do not want to swing my fist around in this area, because that means I might be able to begin hitting these guys, and hitting them might kill them. But I was spending a little extra here on some diamond picks, and I got 2 of them right here. And if you notice my level here, you will see that I am at level 60. Was doing some grinding between episodes here. Just wanted to get some more levels done. So I might as well do some enchanting here on camera. It's been a long time since I've enchanted on camera. Most of the time I do it off camera nowadays because enchanting was such a grind. If you remember the old enchanting system, man, level 50, that was harsh. But either way, guys, today, in today's episode, is another little milestone. I'm not going to do anything too extravagant for it, at least I don't think so. I was thinking in my head about anything special I could do, but we just had a big milestone in episode 100. Then we had another milestone in episode 102, so I see no reason to make a big extravagance about this one, because this one is episode 111. So, just a mini celebration here at the beginning of today's episode. Like, yay, we did that. So, congratulations, we did that. Woo! Well, congratulations to everyone. Me, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, now I'm going to be running over here to my actual, the demolition side. I haven't actually began on the demolition itself. I've been mainly just storing up a whole bunch of picks for it. Just trading emeralds, getting picks. It's basically been what my main thing I've been doing. And then once I feel I have a good amount of those prepped, I'll begin actually working on the dig site. But until then, I just need to basically run past this area, go over to the little underwater area here, and then just enchant that up. So just swim all the way over here, swim down a little bit, and go over to this area, which I worked on, I think it was last episode, or maybe the one before that. Throw that in. Okay, that's a fine pick, doesn't have silk touch, but I can work with it. There we go, that's silk touch, and I combine these two together, and that'll be a usable pick, so that is perfectly fine. So that's probably the most levels I have enchanted with since I think episode 70, I think, because I enchanted using 69 levels that episode. But I only could do 1 level 50 enchant with that, because that's how the old enchanting worked. And I didn't even think it was level 50 enchant, I think it was like a level 48 or something like that, because actual 50s were as rare as could be. So, oof. Ow. Gotta fix that portal one of these days. But, either way, guys, I plan on... Did I go the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Okay. No, wait, I am going the wrong way. Hold up. Am I going the wrong way? Yes, I am going the wrong way. Oh, wow. Okay. Anyways, guys, what I have planned for today's episode, I want to show you what I've been working on, particularly for the sheep farm, because during the time between episodes, I've been doing a little bit of watch over on it while I was doing my enchanting and level gathering. I've been doing a little look over on it because I've been spending a lot of time in its proximity so I can get a view of it. And I think I have well, I'm fairly confident on how I believe it wasn't working, and I made a change that I believe should work. It is not as fancy as I'm wanting it to be, so sadly it's just going to have to be a temporary solution until I can come up with a better one. But currently, the way it's working, if I swim all the way down this column, I love how I also installed like actual swim columns, and I still just use these side ones, so that's very fun. But they're also not as slow as they used to be, so. Anyways, if I run all the way down here, and then run all the way over to this platform, over here, you will see what I've been doing on the sheep farm. So, what I figured out is that the actual grass will not spread to any block that has any type of block above it. I didn't test all the blocks, but a upside down half slab did prove that it did indeed block grass. So, what I can do now is go through here, and you'll see grass is actually spread there. So that means that this is properly working. So what I have to do now is run down the length of this and shear it. As you can see, all of them have grown their wool functionally. Not all of them, because how random this works. So yeah, that one didn't grow, but I think the rest of them might. Yeah, the rest of them did. So now I just go through here, harvest up all of this, and I think I will have enough for the villager. Yes, I'll have one more trade for the villager with that amount. So, that is now good and working. But in today's episode, I want to set up something old. Something very old. Something I've been meaning to get set up for a while now. And that is this big old box here, and how zombie pigmen are falling down and just fall into the water here. So, I plan on actually setting this up in today's episode. So, I need to go get some resources, I need to go lie down in the bed, and I'll hopefully be back with you guys up top setting up the actual bordering and the tubing for this. Okay, I've gone through and have put up the wooden wall around the entirety of the portals now. So we will no longer be seeing all of the miscellaneous obsidian and like the black and orange from like just parts of the base. So now this is coherent with the rest of the base's design for the most part. So a large wooden thing. I need to go through here and put trap doors around it. But as I was building this up, I came up with a little bit of an idea that I think will actually set this as a little bit apart from parts of the base. But nonetheless, I need to go through now and build up the wooden pillars here. I went through quite a bit of wood putting up this thing here. My inventory was almost entirely filled with logs, and now I have 2 stacks left. So, need to go get more of that, which is fun. Oh man, I always forget how much wood all my builds cost. And oh, some iron just flew through there, I think. But I always forget how much wood my builds in this base cost. So, ooh-wee. But either way, now we need to go through here and put in the pillars for all that. But this should be extremely easy comparative to how it used to be, because what I can do is there a good spot on either of these sides to show this off? I think on the other side, maybe. I think so. No, not really. But, now I can jump into water without having to worry about fall damage. So, boosh. And just begin building this up. And boom. And now I just build this all the way up there. In which case, I believe this should take about the full stack, I think. In which case, it will be about 1 full stack a pillar. I'm doing the math in my head real quick now. No, I don't think it'll be quite a stack, but it'll be really close. And boom. So that will be, yeah, about, I was about to say 50. I think that is 50. No. Yes. That is 50. Okay. So about that much per actual, one of these pillars. So I will be going through quite a bit of wood for this, and now I just need to go through the other side and put that pillar in. But either way, now I need to go grab all of my wood, put that in, and go show you what I'm actually thinking of doing for this area up here. So let me just go put these pillars in, and I'll be right back with you with what I'm thinking for this area. Okay, I have put in all of these struts for this, so these are now all the way through. This is also a very interesting build for this base, because the struts are actually bordering the struts for another build. So I believe this is the only time in the entirety of this base where we have bordering struts. So nice little trivia piece there. But in particular, I got a whole bunch of glass, and now what I want to do is I want to glass up the top of this. Now you might be wondering, oh, why am I going to the effort to glass up the top here? Well, that is because we are on about the approximate same level as the actual Iron Farm villager access. And what I want to do is I want to set up actual access for those villagers, opposed to that dinky little ladder thing I have, where I go around the sugarcane farm, I access the ladder, I climb up through a ceiling, I run across the top, and I get onto a ladder and go up from there. That is not usable. So I am going to glass over the top of this here, and then with that glass over, I'm going to build a little kind of like hump-ish kind of area. I might increase this by 1 floor as well. I'm just kind of putting this in for now to show you guys what I'm wanting to do. But in between doing this, I'm going to go over to the Iron Farm there, and I'm going to, from this area here, build an access way all the way from here all the way into the actual Iron Farm. I just need to go over to the actual Iron Farm, grab some coordinates, and then run my way back over here. I believe that would be a good place to do an access right there. So I also believe that lines up the middle here. This is a 2-block middle, so it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to run my way over there, begin doing some coordinate stuff, and then begin building a bridge. So before I place in all this glass, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I need to go back down and grab some stone and begin measuring up and building the bridge. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and be right back with you guys. Alright, so I've gone through and have glassed over the entirety of this roof here. I also built up the little bridge, so that is now accessible all the way from the Iron Farm all the way over to here. If I go all the way down this length, you'll see I put up 2 little gates over here. It's not done yet, it has a little bit left. But I have 2 gates here, so in the event a villager wanders this far out, they're not going to wander onto this bridge here. And if a zombie spawns on this bridge, it's not going to come in here. So, I now have that blocked off nice and safely. But over here, I had to get a whole bunch of glass for it. A whole bunch. This was a lot of glass. But yeah, this was quite a bit in order to cover up the top of this. I still have quite a bit left, so not completely out. I still have quite a bit of glass. But I still need to do a few things. Number one, finish up this part here, which is the water on this side of the farm. So there's that little canal there, just that little bit. And already did one of them over here. Yes, that one's done, but this one isn't, so I just need to get 3 buckets of water here. But I also need to do the other part that I want to do, in which case that is setting up the actual drowner system for the pigmen right up there, because I don't want the pigmen falling into the water anymore. Because right now there is just a little hole there in the floor where the pigmen just fall and then they just go for a little swim. I want them falling into a different type of water, get pushed over, go up into a little drowner, and then die, dropping their gold. They will also drop rotten flesh, but I'll just throw that away. I get way too much of this stuff anyways. Honestly, all my chests just overflow with rotten flesh. You can't use it for anything, so I don't care to keep that stuff. So just throw that out whenever I get it. But what I want to do now is go all the way over to where my iron is, make up a couple buckets. Let me check my iron farm. Yes, there is iron here. Woo! That will fund me for a bucket. And I also want to grab then there's 3 here, just another 3, and then I have 1 over in my storage. So make this like that, and then grab the 1 over in my storage very quickly, and boom. And fill these up with water, and put that in the farm. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. And when I get back with you guys, I want to show you not only this water actually put into the main farm itself, but also I'm hoping to show you the little drowner system. Because the drowner design I'm going to be showing isn't going to be too complex. It's going to be basically the exact same that I use for my main mob farm. I just need to actually build it. So I'm going to go ahead and build that, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, the actual channels in between are now set up, and I went through and recreated a drowner. This is the comically more simple than the one I use in the main farm, the main mob farm. Oh, we're about to see it go into work right here. In which case they land right here. They get in that little path. I might have to build this 1 taller, maybe. But it should be fine. They're going to be extremely glitchy, as you can see. But, in the event I need to make a 1 taller, then I'll just have to make a 1 taller. But they'll begin drowning there. And, it's going to be a little loud around here, because, good lord, are zombie pigmen loud. But, as they drown here, their drops are going to fall here, and I just have to walk in, and I'll pick up all of that, in which case it's mainly for the gold nuggets. So every time I pass by here, I'll be picking up a small amount of gold. For the amount of obsidian I use in this farm, this is a bit ridiculous, but once again, this is just supposed to be a passive gold kind of supply, because once again, how my farms work in this world, it's very rare for me to go and collect resources. Typically, I only ever collect stuff if I'm passing by it. A good example of that is... Did you escape? I can't tell. Yeah, okay. You're just a glitch. Except for being a little glitchy. But, a good example of that is, like, the pumpkin melon farm. I never... Well, I do occasionally remember to harvest that by clicking the button. But, for things like the sugarcane farm and the iron farm, it's a lot better because I just walk by it. It's in, like, one of the most, trafficked areas of this entire base. So it's very nice that, that kind of stuff exists. And I do have a gold farm in this world that will be, significantly more, efficient than the one I have here. But, the difference is that, this farm... I have a couple of other farms that are going to be going in this area. So as I walk by it, I will be able to passively collect a little bit of gold every single time. In which case, I've already gotten 3 gold nuggets just kind of standing in this area. You can see they're coming through quite well at this rate. Like, they're, like, once again, as you can see, this would be a little bit better if I raise this up by 1 block, because they won't be blocking each other for the get in there, so I'm probably going to wind up doing that. But either way, guys, that's probably going to be it for today's episode. I did a lot of work on camera here, so need to get back to grinding off those pickaxes, because I finally got a good source of emeralds. Like a really good one. Need to harvest up the sheep farm here. Kind of stand here and collect gold every once in a while. This is going to be really nice. I'm getting a whole bunch of resources here. I believe there's also a villager that trades for gold, so this will be really nice as well. So, I'll be having to keep a good eye on this farm just for that. So, either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have any ideas or things you want to see me work on in the base or in the future, please do just tell me. I'd love to read any ideas that you guys may have. But either way, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye.